Hello, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Planescape Torment.
All right.
Okay, so game plan for this episode. We're going to go back to the marketplace. We're going to try to sell
I'm
some of
gone.
this nonsense that we've got, like these requests, logs, etc. Maybe this key. Definitely the weapons. And hopefully we could find some freaking companions. But I really need to get more a +1 weapon. He could do nothing to that Abishai. But after we do that, we'll come back to the Rag Picker Square.
I'm gone.
And we'll talk to everyone there. Once we do that, probably be out of time. But then we'll go through and we'll talk to everyone in here. And then we'll make our way south afterwards. Pick up more quests.
Done.
Alright, what do you have? Purchase something. Nothing for me. Goodbye. I have merchant down here. Well met. Again, cutter, steel, etc. So high quality stiletto. One to 3 piercing for a regular stiletto. Speed 2, weight 1. 1 to 4. That's only 4 copper. Let's hang on to that. A rusty dagger can go for sure. Oh. That's more practical, but I like the way that looks better. Look at that. I can't sell a wooden club. Can't sell the left arm of Zombie 985. I can't sell any of that. Jesus. Rat Charm will hang on to. Nothing for Mort. Antler Axe? Okay. Man.
I'm gone.
No fish. Okay. So we're going back to see if we could buy or sell from her. Very well. What do you have to offer? Why fish, my silly child? Fish for all sorts. Fish heads for those who are too short of jink for whole ones. Teeny tiny fish heads. Where do fish come from? They're brought to Sigil from all over the plains, my boy. Would you like some? I sell only the heads. Should you be short of jink? Nope. Okay. Didn't need to pause there. I can't sell anything to her. See how they... Oh, back again, my lord. Here to purchase some lim lim? Yes. A lim lim will provide its own food, eating insects, tiny rodents, and the like. Wait a minute. A lim lim will provide its own food, eating insects and tiny rodents. Does that mean they'll eat the cranium rats? Because we still have that quest for that, remember. They will follow you everywhere you go. They're easy to clean up after. They are quiet, exercise themselves with their constant flipping about, and best of all, they leap over 15 feet when prodded with with hot coals. One will only cost you 40 coppers. A mere pittance for such an entertaining friend. Mort, what do you think? Why not, boss? It'll be fun to kick around when we're down, right? Well, I can kick it vicariously through you, at least. I want to see that 15-foot hot coal jump, too. Alright, you know what? Give me one. My own Lim Lim.
Come in, Basher. Look here, the finest Toledo blades.
Pet Lim Lim. This is your pet Lim Lim. Talk to the item. This is your pet Lim Lim. Noticing it has your attention, it chirps at you lovingly. P.O. Okay. Pet your Lim Lim. The Lim Lim squirms about merrily, its wings buzzing. It seems to enjoy the affection immensely. Put your Lim Lim down to run around a bit. Does it follow? Yes, it does. Alright.
Try these spices.
That's the Lim Lim guy. Let's talk to Profira. This grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. See, she has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and surrounding traffic. Well, we're going to leave you alone. Gaoha? Gaoha. You see a thin, yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyes have been scented with black charcoal lines. His teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hands. Greetings. He displays a feral shark-tooth grin. His eyes are like shiny black orbs. His voice is low and raspy. Gaoha greets you as well. You have come to play a game, yes? Yeah, I'll play. Gaoha reaches into a tunic and pulls out a coin. This coin. Your coin. He places it at your feet and pulls out another. This coin? Gaoha's. He places it at his own feet, then holds up 2 dice between his thumb and index finger. The dice. We both roll 1, yes? Go on. You roll higher, both coins. He snatches the coin up from the ground and proffers them to you. Yours. Gaoha roll higher. He quickly tucks the coppers back into his tunic. Mine. Neither rolls higher. Coin stays for another roll. So, how much coin you lie at your feet? You know what? We've been doing big this whole time. Let's do 25 copper. Nice. You both roll the dice until you roll higher. You pick up the coins and put them away. Gaoha nods, frowning. It is enough for now, but perhaps we shall play again later, you and I. Wait, something wrong? Gaoha regards you closely for a moment and nods. Never do I indulge in Hashma's folly. Never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune. Read it. Know it in the face of a man. However, you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck, no fortune, neither good nor ill. Or you make your own, perhaps. I do not know. He places the dice back into his tunic. We might play later, perhaps, but no more this moment. Alright, farewell. Eager to play, are you? But you return too soon. I can't ask you questions, huh? Man.
Come on in, Basher. We have the best blades in town.
I can't sell any of this? That's just a dwelling marketplace. This is the worst marketplace ever. Well, let's talk to Iron Nails. This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling about amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams with iron-sawed boots. Lost my spot. Every once in a while... Sorry, I got a headache. I'm taking some Aleve. Every once in a while, she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. Damn, woman, chill out. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it into a leather sling bag. Ah, greetings. She straightens up, hearing you approach. She smiles politely, but from her stance and the way her hand rests closely to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has milky film over it. That's close enough there, Cutter. What do you need from me? I had some questions. She nods. Ask away then. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them, spinning them in the air, and catching them in her palm. Iron nails, they call me. She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting nails? I sell them to a man named Hamris in the lower ward. Maker of coffins, he is. Tell me more of this Hamris. There's not much to say. He's a bit chatty. He'll rattle your bone box till you're barmy if you let him. But a fair bargainer. He needs the nails, I need the jink, and that's about as far as it goes. Where's the lower ward? I used to know the way, I did. But that Dabbas have changed the streets around again and don't know how to get there now. I'll need to chart a new path, but I figure the Dabbas will straighten things out eventually. We already know what the Dabbas is. Does anyone else here scavenge nails? She grins and shakes her head. No one was ever clever enough or had the will to do it before me. And I've shoved off anyone who's tried to jump me claim since. She pats the long-bladed dagger hanging at her side lovingly. Your claim? Aye, that's what I call it. Honest labor's hard to come by in the hive, and I'm not about to let some sodden piker peel me out of work. I've sent more than one Burke running and howling, holding their guts in, or off with the collectors if they were unlucky. Her dead eye gleams maliciously. The hive knows this spot is Iron Nails, it does. Is that how your eye was ruined? Nails' face turns hard. None of your business, Burke. Why? Would you like a matching wound for your collection? No. That particular one's not quite me. She laughs heartily. Aye? And I don't think you have much room for another scar, besides. Fair enough. Alright, well, I had some other questions. I'm looking for a journal I've lost. Have you seen one? Nay, I have not. She pauses for a moment. You know, that's a good idea, it is. A journal. Mayhap I should start one of my own. Yes, it is. It's amazing how much one can forget. A journal can help you hold on to your memories. She mulls over what you said. Yeah, you're right. You're right indeed, Cutter. I'll do it. Thank you for the idea. She smiles. Can you tell me about this place? Look, Cutter, I've got a lot of work to do. The nails aren't finding their ways into me bag while I'm spilling the chant with you. Why don't you pick the other Cutter's brain box about that for a time? Alright, goodbye. Reekwind. This man is looking at you with a strange, bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge, so huge they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobblestones. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird. As you near him, you suddenly notice a smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Oh God. Reekwind. That makes sense. The man sniffles, wipes his nose on the sleeve, and then opens his mouth to reveal black and rotten gums. Stories for Corin Syrah? Beneath his breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored in his mouth. Stories for coin? Who are you? The man snorts with thick phlegm. Names. Who are you? Who are you? His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Name's Dangerous. Dangerous. He glances around. He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous? Knowing a name or being stuck with one both's a mess of trouble. He looks back up at you. My name's a given name. Not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you become conscious of his reeking breath and smell of urine and feces around. A given name. Is that your real name? Not my true name. True name. Reekwind mumbles on, his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's a dangerous thing, gives others power. He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags a finger. Keep your name secret. Keep it close. Never let it out. Well, what do you mean? Names are like smells. Things can track you with them. Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. He coughs and he seems to loosen his bowels for he breaks wind loudly as to accentuate his point. If someone knows a true name, it gives them power. He licks his lips. The power to hurt. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind's eyes widen. Seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger makes you uneasy. Then you're blessed. Blessed. Remain nameless, and you shall be as a spirit on the plains, untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered. He smacks his gums wetly. A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you. Have you been hurt? Reekwind gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself. Let my name slip once. Only once. His eyes film over as the memory as if the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you the story, I can. I will, but 3 coppers I must see. His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Alright, we'll give him 3 coppers. Reekwind gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then with a grunt he breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed, I walk the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to an invisible passerby. Let's listen.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind freezes, his arms akimbo. Crossed paths with the crossed one. Had the looking of a pumpkin. His seeds, curses. Reekwind then thrusts his belly out as to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palm so he looks almost bald, and begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks about, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses, this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Reekwind tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Let's listen. Knew my name, let it slip I had. All it took it all. He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumbles and Reekwind breaks wind violently, then exhales, filling the air with his foul, reeking breath. Cursed with stenches, smells, excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Reekwind is the name. Given name. Okay, I had other questions. Can you tell me where I can find someone named Feyrod? He haunches over and he walks around you for a moment, dragging his leg as a plane. A king, a noble tale. A tale I could tell with 3 coppers. No, because we already know where he's at. And I kind of want to get away from this guy. Alright.
Well, give it to me.
Oh, more thugs, huh?
Are you coming, Nick?
I'm gone.
Good as done.
All right.
You know, my armor class is actually pretty good for a wizard.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sickle at the worst time.
There we go.
Done.
Man, we could just kill people in the streets and it's no problem. Sickle is a rough place.
Did you see that?
Excellent. Well, let's sell this rusty dagger, and then I guess we go back to talk to more people.
See the shine on that? See the edge on it? I tell you what, cut it, that'll do you your business.
Alright, so, quests. Oh! He said he was cursed by some fat, balding man who favors dressing in orange. Okay, he lives in the upper wards. Okay. You know what? Let's go see if we can talk to Emery's Nod and just see if that blue chick is in fact his sister. Because if we're gonna go back there, we could probably at least finish that quest. I would assume, anyway.
Come on off with you there, let's go.
Alright, got enough total then.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and end it here for now, and we'll pick it up in the next one. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.